Mojo in the morning.
Listen to 7:30 to get in on Mojo in the morning.
I have always wanted to ask this question. Who are dirtier, men or women? Because here at our radio station, it seems to me that there's more complaints about the women's restroom than there is about the men's. And Shannon wants to make one right now. What's going on, Shannon?
If we could even go into the women's restroom, because I would say 40% of the time we cannot. I don't know what it is about the women who work at the lovely iHeartMedia Detroit. They are nasty. And I'm one of them, by the way. Nasty. I came in, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
I really had to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, well, can't go to the bathroom again today because both of the toilets are clogged. And the problem is people still flushing pads and tampons, which you learn when you're 12 years old and you start your period that you are not supposed to do that. We've already had an issue with that here to the point where our building manager, who is a guy, had to go in and put a big sign that says feminine product disposal in the little silver thing on the side of the stall, where we all know that's where that stuff is supposed to go. But like the pee everywhere, the plugged toilet, if you left something in the toilet that potentially has a chance of flushing, but you just left it there because you're lazy and wanted to book it from the bathroom because you didn't want everybody to know that you pooped. Duty! The blood on the toilet seats and the floor.
Lydia,
it
come
is
on.
Absolutely disgusting.
Gross.
Please back me up here,
Wait a
Lydia,
second. Stop for
KP,
a
Bianca,
second.
Megan. It is
Stop.
sick.
It's a crime scene in there?
It is
Are we saying
sick.
it's a
It
crime
is
scene?
vile.
It's really
It
gross.
is vile.
And I don't understand though, because there's nobody in this building yet. We're the first tenants in this building.
So it's got somebody in this radio company,
but
huh?
it wasn't like this at our old building.
No.
So I don't know what the transition
it's the
is.
traffic department, huh?
The people we didn't work with there. I
It's
will point
iHeart
out,
traffic.
when I went in there the other day and
I
there
was
was
trying to be
blood.
mean. I know, I saw it too.
You turn around. You know you did that.
But this is why I say sit down.
Blood?
I hate to get back to this, but sit down.
No, that's somebody who sat down,
no, it's
had
not.
an issue,
No, it's not.
got up, continued on the floor, and just was like, yeah, somebody else will
It's
get
fine.
it.
What is
But
going
on?
on?
I also cannot imagine that many tampons have been flushed that consistently for this to be a problem every single day.
How do you not know that you're not supposed to flush them?
Well,
think it's a bad
not
plumbing
everybody's taught
system
that.
or something?
Truly, I do. Truly, not everybody is
That
taught
too.
that. That's that. But it's like a one kind of warning deal.
Yeah.
Once you go somewhere and they're like, "Hey, stop doing that." Okay, stop doing that. But if it's still a problem literally every single day, how is it a problem every day? There's no way somebody's flushing 100 tampons a day.
What's going on, Will?
Poop.
What's going on, Mojo?
Left.
Will, do you want to take a tour of the iHeart Radio Detroit bathrooms? I think we should go to the women's first.
No, listen. First, let me say this. First time.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Will's
I'm
on
sorry.
the
You're calling in for
phone.
this topic.
Yeah. And so now, and what a topic for me to call in on. So I have a cleaning company. And one thing, the guys who work for me, we hate cleaning the women's bathroom. I don't know if it was Shannon or Megan who mentioned the sanitary napkin dispenser. Let me tell you what the women would do. We keep waste bags in there,
Yes.
wax bags. And they will still not even open them up. They just drop them in there, to the point we have to disconnect it off the wall, dump the whole thing in the garbage, rinse it out so it won't smell like a seafood boil.
Oh,
in the
my
bathroom.
seafood boil.
I don't get it. When I say women are the most prettiest creatures on the earth, but the most nastiest creatures from hell. I don't get it.
Oh, my God. This is the greatest.
It is so disgusting.
Oh, that is, by the way, you might be the funniest phone call of the day. This is the greatest one.
No. And the sink.
Yeah.
Megan.
The sink, too?
It's like somebody took a cup of water and just dumped it everywhere.
All over the
I'm like,
place.
how do you?
The whole place is wild.
It's wild in there.
I just love, by the way, because usually it's me complaining about the lack thereof of places for us to go to the bathroom in this building. But now I hear that there's a full-on, let's put police tape crime scene happening right next door. What's up, Luna? How you doing?
Hey, good morning.
morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. What's happening? We're learning that the iHeart bathrooms, the women's bathrooms, are pretty nasty here. What's up, Luna?
Well, I work in a doctor's office, and we had to evacuate because so many people flushed underwear. It backed the system up, and the sewer was flooded the whole first floor.
Wait,
Underwear?
Maybe that's what's happening.
why are they flushing their underwear? Explain that to me. Like, that to me is weird. Is there some kind of a underwear thing going on?
Oh, maybe they come and get checked, and then they just throw it out afterwards.
Interesting. So they go to, is there an OB in that building? Is that where you're at?
Yeah, there's a couple of different lady doctors here.
But why would the women flush their underwear thinking that it's normal to do? Why would they, if they're going to throw it away, just do what, these guys have, like throw it in one of the garbage cans or whatever?
Oh, we have permanent signs that say, please throw your underwear away and don't flush them down the toilet now.
I can't believe it. I think that every one of you, and when I say you, I'm talking to you women, I think every one of you should apologize to us guys that claim that we can't get our pee in the toilet and we're the dirty son of a bitches. You are the dirty son of a bitches. The fact that I'm sorry, I've never left blood.
I'm telling you.
Blood.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've
Blood
never
and
done
the
that.
floor.
They talking about sitting the Uber. You a real man if you send the Uber. You can't even wipe blood off the seat.
Yeah, it's awful. This is
Oh,
horrible.
man.
I'm going to just say this to you guys. I think that there's definitely something to the fact that we only have limited places to go to here. So maybe there's a little bit less opportunity for people to go to the bathroom. Like, we
No,
have
you're not
more
giving them no
options.
excuse.
But I will say this. I do think that there is something to be said about us all moving in this building together because maybe it's coming from
Traffic. Let me find out Heather Pascal's.
No,
is the
don't
same.
name names. It's not Heather. It's not Heather.
It's
It's
someone
not her.
over there.
Initial V. What's up, V? How you doing? Your voice is
I'm
guys.
good. How are you guys?
Good. What's going on? You're being voices guys. You don't want people to know who you are, but what's up?
I work at a very known OBGYN downriver,
Okay.
and it is just like disgusting how bad the bathrooms get throughout the day. There's pee, blood all over the bathrooms, toilet paper constantly clogged. And I'm just like, you are walking in to pee in a cup and walking out.
Wow.
And I just don't understand how things get so
You
bad
guys are
so
delicate little flowers. How do delicate little flowers cause for so
tell
much?
you what.
Disgusting ogres.
Some of our OP patients are not delicate little flowers.
Oh, wow. Man, that makes me so sad. I'll never look at you guys the same anymore. Actually, no, I can use your name. Tara. What's up, Tara?
Yeah, I work at the Detroit Metropolitan Airport, and those are some of the worst restrooms that you will ever come across. I'm a gate agent, and I go downstairs in the basement just to use the bathroom to avoid the bathrooms upstairs.
Are we saying
Wait, DTW, like the terminal, like McNamara?
Yes.
Oh, no, see, I've
No,
always been
I'm
okay
in
with
the
those
bedroom.
bathrooms. I think
they
they're-
have a
they're
sign
good.
on the door? They have or a phone on the door, a button where you
call.
can call if the things are dirty.
And I have to call them all the time to tell them
Poor
that
janitors.
this bathroom is horrible.
Janitorial.
Shout out to the janitorial
Yeah,
staff, 'cause
exactly.
I've never noticed.
Yes. You guys deserve a raise. What's up, Claire? Hi, it's Mojo in the morning. What's going on?
Hi, good morning, guys.
Morning.
I was calling on the topic, and I used to work at UWM, and when the brokers would come in, some of my friends and I, when we would go into the women's bathroom, there would be pee and then blood just all over, like in puddles on the bottom of the toilet.
I don't under how.
So
how
are
do
you
not
just, like,
take toilet paper and you know you did it?
And like, are you just like crouched reading a book? Like, what are you doing?
Crazy, bro. I never knew this.
This is so amazing.
I'm not
oh
joking.
my
This
God.
happens.
It'll happen today because it happens every day. I will bring you in there so you can
Bet.
see firsthand that we are not exaggerating.
I gotta see this.
Hold on. Daniel worked at a Taco Bell, and you would see women going into the bathrooms and doing what, Daniel?
Yeah, the Taco Bell bathrooms, when we had to clean them at the end of the night, the women's bathrooms would be the absolute worst. Like, there'd be empty food containers in the bathroom, in the stalls. Like, who the hell's eating their Mexican pizza while sitting on the toilet?
Maybe it's not blood. Maybe it's salsa. or something.
Oh my gosh.
Don't miss this.
When we come back here next, War of the Roses. She thinks that her roommate and boyfriend are cheating with each other. We do a 3-way call, War of the Roses. Plus, we got a trip to Florida. Shannon, you got the dirty on the way?
Yeah, did the Yeezy.com commercial air in Detroit or Toledo? Grand Rapids?
I don't know. I didn't see.
Okay. This is a mind-blowing story. We'll dive into it coming up in the dirty.
Cheating is a choice. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens at 7:40 on Mojo in the Morning. Channel 955.
It's Mojo in the Mornings, Motor City Traffic.
7:28:19 right now. Cloudy today and a high of 30 degrees. A winter storm watch kicking into effect tomorrow at 1 p.m. We are now expecting between 6 and 8 inches of snow, followed by a wintry mix. Out on the streets right now, we have some slow traffic. Westbound 696 between Hoover and 75. Sorry, this just popped up. An accident on the right shoulder. Westbound 96, the Jeffries at the Davison. And some slow traffic 96 eastbound between Novi Road and 696. That's your Channel 955 traffic on Mojo in the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeart radio station.
This report is sponsored by Flint Bishop Airport. Book your winter adventure today from Flint Bishop on Allegiant, offering nonstop flights from coast to coast. Explore Portland, Oregon, the New York City area, Vegas, Phoenix, Nashville, and many Florida destinations with ultra low fares. Plan your trip from Flint Bishop at Allegiant.com.
Hey, the sun hasn't been out in a while. I mean, yesterday it peaked for a second, but that sun comes out, it feels like it warms everything so much better. If you've been running your heat like a maniac at home, like I have, your energy costs probably have gone up. Want to lower them? Go to dteenergy.com/save energy for some helpful tips. Getting that programmable thermostat for me was great because, you know, it will save me 10% off my energy costs this year. And it will save you too. Find more helpful tips at dteenergy.com/save energy.
Time to get away to Florida is now. Mojo in the Morning's Florida Flyaway could get you out of the Michigan cold and into the sun in Panama City Beach. Listen every morning for a chance to win a vacation for 3 nights at Embassy Suites by Hilton, Panama City Beach Resort. An all-suite property, just steps away from the white sandy beaches and turquoise waters. Take flight in a VIP gondola, nearly 200 feet in the air. Aboard Skywheel Panama City Beach. Then spend the day relaxing on the soft sand and exploring nature at San Andrews State Park. Your shot to make unforgettable memories in Florida happens at 7:30 on Mojo in the Morning.
Gravity Auto Sales in East Point. File, sign, and drive today.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog gets you top dollar. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Resolve to earn your degree in the new year in Michigan with WGU. WGU is an online accredited university that specializes in personalized learning. With courses available 24/7 and monthly start dates, you can earn your degree on your schedule. You may even be able to graduate sooner than you think by demonstrating mastery of the material you know. Make 2025 the year you focus on your future. Learn more at wgu.edu.
Hey Detroit, it's me, Tanya Lalonde from Summit Place Kia, the official dealership of wintertime. And when it comes to transporting my family safely in icy conditions, an all-wheel drive Kia is the only vehicle I trust. And we're so serious about your family safety that we'll take any trade in any condition. Got a bump on your credit? That's okay. At Summit Place Kia, everybody rides. So come see me, Tanya Lalonde, today at Summit Place Kia in Clinton Township, Auburn Hills, and SummitPlaceKia.com.
You should be driving a Kia from Summit Place Kia. Summit Place Kia. Snow might be falling, but so is the Ricochet Rewards Ball this winter at BetMGM Casino. Drop the ball every day and watch as it bounces its way toward a bonus. Play 4 times per week between Monday and Saturday, and you'll qualify for boosted play on Sunday when you can score up to a $1,000 casino bonus. Now that's a thrilling win-win. Remember to stop by and drop the ball for a daily prize all winter long. Rewards may vary. Simply download the BetMGM Casino app now to join the fun and enjoy tons of casino games and daily promotions. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for T's and C's. 21 plus to wager, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia only. New and existing customers only. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable site credit bonus bets unless otherwise provided in the applicable terms. Rewards subject to expiry. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Downy in the rinse change. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
This hour is sponsored by Sam Bernstein Law.
Injured? Call 1-800-CALL-SAM and get Michigan's first family of law. Call Sam.
More Mojo in seconds.
It is absolutely worth the money. One of the best things I have ever done for myself. And Lydia, I know you can say the same thing, and that's custom LASIK surgery. And do it with Dr. Yeldo from the Yeldo Eye Center.
And Shannon's making it sound really easy. It truly is just that easy. And I was afraid too. I just went and scheduled a free consultation with Dr. Yeldo. Him and his team walked me through the process. And when I say it took about 5 minutes, that's all it takes. And I ended up with 20/15 vision.
Yes. So if it's one of those things that you keep saying to yourself, oh, I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it. But it just like keeps going down and down on your list. I am telling you, do it now. And Dr. Yeldo is still offering that 2025 off. So $2,025 off your custom LASIK, regardless of how bad your prescription is. And so take advantage and do it already.
Throw those glasses and contacts and schedule that complimentary consultation now, free, no obligations at YeldoEyeCenter.com.
This report is sponsored by Cottage and Lakefront Living Show, February 20th through the 23rd.
Cloudy and a high of 28 today. This winter storm moving in tomorrow, dumping anywhere from 3 to 8 inches of snow. Temperatures only in the mid-20s.
Hey, Michigan, had enough of winter? Let's lake again at the Cottage and Lakefront Living Show, February 20th through 23rd at the Suburban Collection Showplace. Free crossover admission to Outdoorama. Tickets and information at novicottageshow.com.
This hour of the Mojo in the Morning Show is powered by Corewell Health.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios. Planet Fitness, judgment-free and just $15 a month. This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
That's autolaw.com.
Cheat and you'll get caught. It's the War of the Roses in minutes on Mojo in the Morning.
All right, it's time to get out of here. I thank Visit Florida for keeping our sanity with these trips that we give away. A chance for you to win a trip to spring break in Panama City. Panama City Beach is a great place to be, and especially a great place to be if you could be there Wednesday into Thursday when we're supposed to get all this snow. If you want a trip, 844-MOJO-LIVE, 844-665-6548. $50 cash card will be yours. You'll qualify for a trip, which unfortunately we will not be able to give away before the snowstorm, but you could still at least enjoy it before the next one. 844-665-6548, 844-MOJO-LIVE.
Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
We'll get you caught up on the Dirty on the 30 in a second here. The War of the Roses. Busting a cheater. She is worried that he's cheating her boyfriend is cheating with her roommate and best friend. We do a 3-way call, War of the Roses. That's where we call each of them at the same time to see how they talk to each other. And you will hear everything coming up right after this dirty. What's up, Shannon?
The Super Bowl reached its biggest audience ever.
Really?
For the second year in a row.
It's all Tom Brady.
An average of 126 million viewers watched Philly take on KC, and according to Fox, viewership peaked during the second quarter of the game, which makes sense to me, with an average of 135.7 million people
How was the
watching.
halftime thing?
I don't have an official number right now.
thing. These halftime performance, because a lot of
Hang
people,
on.
a lot of people are wondering how the Kendrick Lamar thing would have done for all the audiences, and I would love to know the ratings on halftime. I would bet that
126 mil.
So it's similar, yeah. So
They said it's the same.
So
Yeah.
to me, the thing will be to see if, and I heard this yesterday. I actually was listening to a guy on one of the news stations, one of the big cable news stations, talking about how Apple Music has purchased this for so much money. The NFL doesn't care what kind of ratings that the halftime performances get. That now it's getting to a point where the artists aren't getting paid. They never gotten paid for halftime.
Right.
It's they need this halftime for themselves. So the labels and the artists are coming together, and they are paying the NFL and Apple Music so much money for the ability to be able to perform that we might see new breakout artists do. They said that's what they're saying. They say that if there's a breakout artist. And when I mean a breakout artist and an artist that's just coming up, like a Tate McRae who is on the cusp of
a chaperone,
or a chaperone, that might be a situation where you might see them doing the Super Bowl where they normally would never do it because not everybody knows them yet. Maybe a bunch of people do because they're hot.
Don't you think that would backfire though?
Look what they did with Kendrick. I mean,
Kendrick's famous.
No, but Kendrick Lamar was. A lot of people didn't think. A lot of people thought Lil Wayne should have done this thing. Because Lil Wayne's been around a lot longer and he's from New Orleans. And honestly, what it does, Apple Music, is trying to get streams.
So what does that mean for the Rock Nation partnership? Because they're the ones that are supposed to be like executive
They
directing
produce it,
the whole
yeah.
thing.
I think that he's getting a huge piece of the deal. He says he doesn't just pick his artists. Obviously, he does.
being Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But they say that Rock Nation's getting paid the big bucks to produce it. So I
feel
know.
like it would be so cool if our company, if iHeartMedia, did like a variation of what we do at the festival in Vegas every year and have like a bunch of
3 or 4 artists.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 artists, and they do like 2 songs. The stage switches.
They
2
did
songs.
that before, though.
But if iHeart did it,
Yeah.
honestly,
Like how
that
we
would
do
be
it.
very, very cool how it is produced.
Back maybe 10, 12 years ago, they used to do that where you'd have multiple artists go up there and perform. I think it was like Bruno Mars,
Beyonce.
Because then there's
Beyonce
something
and stuff.
for everybody.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? There's a country, there's a rap, there's a pop, there's a
I think that would be cool.
like whatever.
Like the award shows do.
Jingle Ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the show's so short already. Like, just give me the hits from somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
13 minutes, yeah.
I think the players are the ones that kind of struggle with this because that's a long halftime. I mean,
It's
that's a
double
long
what
time.
they're used to.
Yeah, so they're sitting in that locker room forever going, what the hell?
All right, let's talk about the commercials that drew the most viewers. This doesn't have anything to do with popularity. This is Variety did this. So I'm thinking this is like where the placement was in terms of the bulk of people watching. The Booking.com commercial starring Kermit, Miss Piggy, Friends came in at number 1. Rams, Goldilocks, and the 3 Trucks commercial featuring the very hot Glenn Powell, number 2. Also on this list, the Google Dream Job, Yahoo.com with Bill Murray, Marvel's Thunderbolts trailer on here, Nerd Wallets, that Genius Beluga ad, DoorDash with Nate Bargatze, a Doritos commercial, and then the Squarespace one.
No seal?
The Bud Light with Post Malone, was it on there?
No, but the Bud Light one featuring Peyton Manning, Shane Gillis, and and Post Malone. Yep.
I like that seal commercial, man. That was my favorite.
And lastly, Kanye West aired a Yeezy.com commercial during the Super Bowl. I wasn't watching the commercials at the party that I was at, but I know it was shown in only select markets. But it was super low budget. It was shot on an iPhone, and it had Kanye sitting in what appears to be like a dentist chair. Well, following the airing of that ad, Kanye immediately flipped Yeezy.com, replacing all of its previous content with just one item, a swastika t-shirt for sale for $20. And up until the ad actually ran, Yeezy.com featured a Shopify-powered store selection of all sorts of non-branded items, shirts, pants, jackets, whatever. Nothing that would have ever been deemed an issue or a content issue. But then, so when the ad first ran, this t-shirt I'm talking about was not there. But within an hour of it airing, Ye made the switch. And if you went to the site, you saw just that $20 swastika shirt. And so people are saying the ad went through legal approval. It got the green light and moved forward because there was no issue with the 30-second spot itself. It was the content that appeared right after the ad aired. And it did run on 3 Fox-owned stations, including KTTV LA. And then they're saying a bunch of other random local markets. So I know I saw it online yesterday morning, but I didn't know if we actually saw it on TV during the Super Bowl.
Insane.
But yeah.
The shirt's still up there, too.
Insane.
Yeah. All right, for all of today's Dirty, get yourself caught up by checking out the podcast on the free iHeartRadio app or mojointhemorning.com.
Get more dirt at Mojo in the Morning on social media.
The latest craze.
It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
Giving you tickets to go see Kendrick and SZA 6:30 weekday mornings. I want to remind you to wake up early for those, for a chance to win. We were just talking, obviously, about the halftime show. And right now, we're giving you a chance to go to Florida. So, Nicole, are you there?
Hey, I am. First time in a long time.
Nicole, where are you from?
I'm from Monroe, Michigan.
Oh, we love you guys in Monroe. Thanks for listening to us. You're a winner. Congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited.
Nicole, you got a $50 cash card. You're now qualified for a trip to spring break in Panama City Beach, Florida. If you win, you will win round-trip airfare for you and a friend, car rental. You'll stay at the Embassy Suites by Hilton Panama City Beach Resort. You will get excursion passes to go on the gondola at the Skywheel at Panama City Beach. And you'll get passes to the St. Andrews State Park, courtesy of the Florida State Parks. And this is all brought to you by Visit Florida. Congratulations to you.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you listening to us in Monroe. And I want you to hang on the phone for just 1 second, and we'll get some information from you, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right, don't go anywhere. Lydia's going to grab your information. I'm trying to think of something big because we got a big audience right now. This is like a Super Bowl size audience whenever we do the War of the Roses. I want to promote this that in, I don't know how long here, actually, probably in the next 15, 20 minutes, we're going to give you a chance to enter a contest for tickets to see Kendrick and SZA in our Rock, Paper, SZA contest. So at 8 o'clock when we end the War of the Roses, would you like to play Rock, Paper, SZA, just like Rock, Paper, Scissors, for a chance to win a $2,000 diamond ring from Lucido Fine Jewelry as The Rock, cash, $1,000, I understand, right, from Pokey Pokey, and tickets to see SZA along with Kendrick Lamar. So your chance to win comes up, and we'll do it right after War of the Roses.
Catching cheaters and proud of it.
Ow, I'm sorry.
It's your home for War of the Roses on Mojo in the Morning.
Audra, who is it that you think your boyfriend is cheating with?
My best friend and roommate, who's basically like my sister. We're really close. We're like sisters.
Really? And you think that you guys, as close as you are, and your boyfriend as committed as he is, you think that these two guys would cross that line?
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the feeling that they're doing that.
What is it that has made you think that?
Well, whenever he comes over, they're always talking. It's like I'm not even there. And I've actually caught her texting him before. And then when I ask her about it, they both act like it's nothing. Like, I'll ask her, like, what's going on? Like, why are you texting him? And then I'll ask him about it, too. And they say that it's nothing.
What are they texting about, though?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the text messages, but it makes me wonder. And, you know, what really makes me uncomfortable is that I found out that he's actually been at my house when I'm not home, just hanging out with her. Like, that's really, really weird. Because, you know.
Kevin just brought up a really interesting point. He kind of wants to. What was it?
I feel like I'm not sure. When you say you caught them texting, but you didn't see the message, like, what do you mean you caught them texting each other?
Because I saw his name come up on her phone when we were hanging out together.
But you didn't ask to read the text messages, or didn't?
Or say, like, why are you guys texting each other? What's that about?
No, I didn't do it because, honestly, I was scared of what the answer would be.
Do you think that these guys have ever been with each other aside from them just being in the same room together? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like that they've fooled around with each other?
I hope not, but I am worried that may have happened.
All right, we're going to call them up. We got both of their numbers. We're going to do a 3-way call, and we're going to call to see what they sound like talking to each other without knowing that you're on the phone. You're going to have to be really careful about making sure that you mute your phone and do not say anything until we're able to get some information out of them.
Okay.
Okay, so mute your phone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are you muted? There you go. All right. War of the Roses.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello? Yeah?
Hey. What's up? Why are you calling right now? I'm at work.
Oh, what? No, I didn't call. I thought you called me.
I didn't call you, but whatever.
Oh, all right. Well, how's work?
It's fine. I just stepped out. It's fine. We can talk. What's going on?
Oh, no, nothing. I didn't even know. I don't know. My bad. I thought you called me. I'm just.
Yeah. So, like, it's so funny you called me today because I was just thinking about how much I miss you.
It has been a long time. I miss you too. But you haven't been a while. Like, you haven't been.
Well, you can come over anytime this week if you want. You know, you're always welcome.
Oh, that's nice. I got you a gift. It's like nothing big, but I was actually just thinking about you, and I got you a little something.
Oh, that is so sweet. I can't wait. Like,
yeah.
Can you tell me what it is?
No, it's a surprise. It's not like a big deal though, so don't like. But it is like, I don't know. I think it's cool. I think you'll like it. I know you'll like it. What is there like a day that's best, or can I just? I mean, I'm not really sure. But
I think if you come over, you know, before 9 o'clock, that should be fun.
Oh,
we'll have a good time. Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Hey, just text me later when you get on break, and then we'll just, we can talk some more.
Okay. What's your schedule like today?
Hey, Nick.
Hello?
Hey, Nick. I'm going to jump on here real quick because I just wanted to kind of tell you what's going on.
What? Who is this?
Nick, this is the Mojo in the Morning Show. and your girlfriend Audra contacted us because she thought that something was going on between you and her best friend. And it sounds like there's something more than just you guys having a friendship together.
I mean, we are just friends. We're basically family.
I miss you so much.
Wait, what's going on?
What's going on is that Audra was just a little worried that something was happening between you and her roommate. And Elena, do you have anything that you want to say about this?
I mean, I don't understand like what's going on exactly, but Nick and I are just having a conversation.
Why are you having a conversation where you're planning on hanging out without Audra?
We can hang out as a group. That's fine.
But you specifically were making plans to hang out not as a group.
I'm just like friends with Nick. It's not a big deal.
Audra, what do you think?
Why are you guys even talking to each other? You have no business talking to each other.
Nick? He hung up the phone. Elena, are you there? Elena? Elena? There's something.
I'm here, yeah, but I don't want to get involved.
How are you not going to get involved?
Already are involved.
You guys are roommates and you're talking to her boyfriend without her knowing.
It's nothing. Like, you guys are just really making the worst assumptions here.
Worst assumptions? You invited him to stay the night.
Yeah, No, and he's getting you a gift?
That part.
We're just hanging out. That's fine. Like, we're not, like, it's really nothing. How is this nothing? This doesn't seem like nothing.
Would he be spending the night if he's spending the night without you there, Audra? Or is this...
No, he absolutely should not be spending the night there with her if I'm not there.
Were you
No,
planning
that
on leaving and
doesn't make
going
any
out?
sense.
Were you planning on not being home?
Yeah, I work nights twice a week.
Is that something that has happened when Audra's not home? So they're obviously having some kind of a thing when you're going to work late. Audra, I want you to hang on the phone for a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is the home of War of the Roses. Mojo in the morning. Join the discussion now. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548.
This is Mojo in the morning.
Mojo in the morning. War of the Roses. I have a couple of thoughts, and I will tell you this. One of my first thoughts when we were in the midst of doing that three-way call War of the Roses was, are these guys like messing with us? Are they just trying to get on the radio with War of the Roses? Like, is Audra full of crap? Is this not really a situation where she thinks that her roommate and boyfriend are cheating with each other? Just because, to me, I'm listening to the conversation that they're having, and I'm like, they just sound like they're full of crap.
So obvious.
And then after having conversations, after this had been done, after the War of the Roses had been taped, they are legit, like 100% legit, where it is just a case of I don't know, maybe some dumb people. I don't know the story. I mean, to put it bluntly. But 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. I got a couple of things that I wanted to get to as topic-wise, and I think that this is definitely a good topic. Roommate cheating. Like, has anybody ever had that happen to them where their roommate cheated with their boyfriend or girlfriend? If that has ever happened, I want to hear your story. And then also, can you as a boyfriend go over and spend time at your girlfriend's apartment or home while she's working late at night? Because nothing good's going to come out of that if you got attractive roommates. So there's a few things to get into here. Let's grab some phones and let's ask you guys what your thoughts are on this one. Sam, what's going on? It's Mojo in the morning. What's going on happening with you today?
Hi. Oh, just listening to you guys on my way to work.
I love it. Thank you for spending time with us.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just jumping right to it because this one's got me boiling. Because how are you going to do that to your roommate? Who says they miss their roommate's boyfriend? Right. Number one, that was like the first.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, yeah, you know. And then the gift, I need to know what the gift is.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Yeah, well, that is the interesting thought of like who does this. You know, first off, I always think to myself, you're not only screwing over a friend, now you're having to find a new place to live.
Correct.
I'm not doing that. I think honestly, I'd give up my friendship before I'd have to give up the fact that I have to get a U-Haul and figure out how to move again. Rose, what's happening? It's Mojo in the morning.
Hey, good morning. So I agree with the other caller. I was also going to say, like, what kind of roommate says that they, like, miss their roommate's boyfriend, number one. But number two, if your boyfriend and roommate are texting and they're hanging out without you, that should just be a giant red flag altogether. Like, you should end that, nip it right in the bud before it even begins, number one. But if it's going on and you catch it, cut everything off. Both of them out of your life. They don't deserve to be a part of your life anymore if they're going to hurt you in that way.
I'm shocked, by the way, how many people are like, my boyfriend comes over and hangs out with my roommate all the time, and they're just fine with it. Like, they really are trusting, you know, that this is not going to end up leading to something.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Like, it really depends on the type of dynamic and, like, friendship that goes on when you're around, but you never know what happens behind closed doors when you're not there.
Right. And they have too much time to spend with each other if she's working a lot. Bridget, what's up? It's Mojo in the Morning, War of the Roses.
Can't say that.
Bridget, even though I would like to agree with you that, yes, that that is a spitty friend, you cannot say the word, though, okay?
Crappy.
What a crappy friend.
What a crappy friend. Yes, what a crappy friend. And that's exactly why I don't hang out with females in my home, around my man. Because I've actually had that happen in the past where people have been my friends and then I've found out like they were messing with my ex and and it sucks because I want to support women and be about women, but it's like my younger years have made it where I don't. And it sucks because I really want to have those relationships with females because
So you won't even have your own like girlfriends over your house?
No, I will not. Especially if my husband is home. Once in a great while, but it's not like we don't hang out. I don't know.
Your husband?
I will go hang out over at theirs.
Is your husband so hot that these girls would want to jump his bones?
I don't. He's just really nice. He's a good, he's a good man.
Do you think sometimes single girls that are friends of yours look at what you have and want?
I don't even think they have to be single.
Really?
I don't even think they have to be single because I've had friends that were in relationships that have actually. There was actually one relationship where I was so shocked that the girl messed with my ex because she was actually dating his best friend, and I'm like,
Hold on. I'm gonna. You know what?
You're
I'm
banned.
sorry. I've got to dump you and hang up on you.
I just know Daniel's stressed.
But I agree with you. What the F? What the F? Hold on a second.
We gotta give him a second.
Let me grab this one here. You have a question, Hope? Keep it clean, Hope. What's going on?
Oh, definitely keep it clean. But I'm ultimately confused.
Because, like, what's the deal? Is she just not admitting that she's sleeping with him because she doesn't want to be home with? Or, like, is she really that dumb to think she likes the attention and she doesn't think he's trying to get in her pants? Like,
Well, it's funny because I think that when she made the comments that she made at the end of it, when we told her who we were and everything, I think that what ended up happening was Audra's roommate didn't understand that the entire conversation was already done. We taped it. We had it. We could play it back because she then fessed up that they have been spending time together. So, but yeah, the way that she reacted, we're just doing nothing. I really miss you and all the rest. I'm going to buy you a gift. I mean, craziness. And by the way, I asked Audra this question. I said, when's the last time he bought you a gift? It's been way too long. You know what I mean? Like, you can't buy gifts for another woman and having not been a guy that's a gift giver.
Yeah, gift me all the time and my friends while you're cheating.
Austin, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, you guys? First time, long time.
Hey, Austin on the phone.
So when I was like 19, I had an instance where I got a house and I let my girl move in, and I actually let her mom and her boyfriend move in. And one of my exes actually ended up sleeping with her mom's boyfriend.
Oh,
And,
wow.
me and him
With her mom's.
yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Wow.
Yeah. It was really cool. We were really cool roommates. And
So what did your girlfriend's mom do when she found out that the boyfriend was cheating with this person? Because I think anytime you put a bunch of people together in a place, alcohol gets involved. That's when things go crazy.
I mean, there was no alcohol involved, but I ended up putting all of them out, and then the mom and the boyfriend stayed together and ended up moving into wherever, hotel room or something. Yeah.
So no alcohol was involved at all. What was it then? Because usually it's alcohol or
honestly,
weed.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's some kind of an extra, it's something that like a night, everybody's guard gets down, and then next thing you know.
Was there a hot tub?
Or that, you know what?
Honestly.
I think Megan might be right. What's up, Samantha? Hi.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Where are the roses recap?
Yes. So I was just listening, and it made me think of a time I had some friends over at my house, and my friend had never been over. So my boyfriend's like, "Oh, I'll show you around." Mind you, I've been friends with these people for like 5 years. So they go upstairs, and she's trying to get in his pants.
Oh, boy.
And this is my boyfriend of like 7 years. And her husband had just passed away like 3 days ago. And she's trying to get with my boyfriend at my party upstairs where all the bedrooms are, like trying to get in his pants and stuff. So he brings her back downstairs, and she says that she tells him, "I'm too turned on. I got to leave." So she leaves, and she's texting him the whole time, and he ended up telling me about it. We had a falling out with her, but I couldn't believe it.
That's wild.
The grief was clouding her judgment.
Do you think the grief was? Or do you think that she was just that type of person?
I didn't think she was that type of person. After her husband died, we were there for her. We're like, "Hey, if you need anything, help paying for anything.
she needed something.
Anything at all."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I guess
amazing.
she wanted more.
It's amazing, though, that she would do that right in your own home. That's wild. And you're, not that far away, it sounds like. Ashley, what happened?
My best friend ended up leading on my boyfriend's roommate, who was the homeowner, and moved in with him. And then, me and the roommate, my boyfriend's roommate, would catch them, she snuck in through his bedroom window downstairs one time and was, avoiding a fight with Adam upstairs.
Wait, hold on. Stop for a second. I'm a little confused. Your best friend ended up moving in with your boyfriend's roommate. So then was she trying to fool around with your boyfriend or the boyfriend's roommate?
Yes. Yeah. That's
Oh, okay. And who's Adam? Who's Adam?
The boyfriend's roommate.
Okay, so she
was leading on, kind of.
So she's leading on him to get to your boyfriend.
Yes.
And do you know if anything ever happened? Did your boyfriend do anything?
No, they didn't. Well, not that I know of.
Wow, you don't sound confident
at all.
Yeah.
Hesitation, baby.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. We're not together, and I don't talk to her anymore. He's actually passed away too, but
Oh, geez. Oh, my God.
pretty
Well,
crazy though. It was very.
did you kill him?
No.
Kind of sounds like it, my girl.
Are you sure?
Like,
yeah.
Keep her on the phone for 30 more
She doesn't
seconds.
sound
to trace
so sure
the
about
call.
that. Dude, if it was my investigation, you are suspect numero uno.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That sounds to me like.
Keith Morrison, that laugh says I've got a bloody knife.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you on a Dateline NBC coming up very, very soon.
WKQI Detroit, WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo. 30. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go. It's showtime.
Yes, it is. Welcome to the Mojo in the Morning show. Good to have you guys here with us. I want to do a little contest, a little fun little contest that we've got going on. This Friday morning on the show, we're giving you a chance to win tickets to see Kendrick Lamar and SZA. And for a special Halloween contest, we're giving away diamonds and money. How would you like to take part in Mojo in the Morning's Rock, Paper, SZA? It's going to be so much fun. We're going to get listeners together here at the station, and we're going to do a rock, paper, scissor tournament. And whoever is the winner is going to end up winning whatever prize they'd like. The Rock, which is a $2,000 diamond ring. The Paper is $1,000. And the SZA is tickets to see Kendrick Lamar and SZA. If you would like to be part of this contest, you have to make it to the radio studios on Friday morning bright and early. Now, the good thing is that the weather looks like it's going to be fine on Friday. The bad news is that the weather's not going to be great the day before, so hopefully your driveway's all shoveled up by then. But if you'd like to be part of this contest, Lydia, I'm going to open up the phones, 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. The only prerequisite to this entire contest is you have to have hands, I think, right? Right? You have to play rock, paper, scissors. Am I right in saying that?
You can throw some toes.
Well, you can't. Has anybody ever played rock, paper, scissors with their feet?
I guarantee you, if we go online, we can find somebody playing with their
I
toes.
don't need to see everything.
That might be tough to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Lydia's going to go through the phone lines. And how many contestants you want to grab this go around, Lydia? You tell me.
Let's do like 3.
All right. So 3, 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. We've done a lot of different contests on the air here. We actually, back in the day, did leg wrestling for a chance to have a meet and greet with John Cena. I remember back in the day, it was like we had people leg wrestling in the studio. And then I think that after that, I think we did an arm wrestling competition. We actually let you arm wrestle a celebrity. And I think that, if I'm not mistaken, I think that you were arm wrestling some guy that was like some world champion or whatever. Now we're going to do rock, paper, scissors. Like we've come a long way. Yeah.
Remember the spitting one?
Oh my God.
You spit on each other's faces until someone couldn't stand it anymore, and that became a huge
or the
legal
slap
issue.
off. Remember the slap?
Yeah.
And the slap off was a bad one. The slap off was pre-iHeart. That was when we were Clear Channel, and the legal department was not very fun.
Now it's a whole sport.
It is. I know they do it. It's funny because
slapping.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because
it's like my low-key guilty pleasure.
Same.
We did
what?
We did the slap off thing. And I will tell you this. That was the one contest where when it started, I was like, this is uncomfortable. Like, I want this thing on. Because it was crazy. And it was for Kid Rock tickets, too. Only Kid Rock fans would do a slap off. So, all right. Let's grab some lines here. Who do we got? Oh, my gosh. She wants to drive in from Grand Rapids. Are you insane, Crystal? You're going to have to drive to our Detroit studios. Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Crystal.
Yes.
You're now qualified for this. Congratulations.
Yeah. Crystal.
You understand that this contest could win you one of 3 prizes. There's going to be 3 winners. So, and we'll let the grand prize. I guess we'll let them pick which one they want. Which one would you pick out of the rock,
Yes.
paper, and the SZA?
Here's my daughter. Which one would I pick, Yadi?
The money.
Money. Give Mama the money. Show me the money. I like it. All right. Well, Crystal, hold on a second and tell that cutie pie that we said hello. All right.
Thank you so much.
Hold on one second here. Is it Alexia from Berkeley is on with us? Hi, Alexia.
Hi there.
Hey, you're in. How are you?
I'm so excited.
So you heard the prizes. We've got the rock is a $2,000 diamond ring from Lucido Fine Jewelry, locations in Rochester, Birmingham, and
Sterling Heights.
They're big
Yeah.
Sterling Heights, very original location with my good friend Joe running that show. Or you can win paper, which is $1,000 cash, courtesy of Pokey Pokey. I love Pokey Pokey. They should bring some food in for us sometime.
That's a
I love
fact.
Pokey Pokey.
I've never had Pokey
Pokey
Pokey.
I go
Pokeys.
there way too often.
We would go by the old radio station all the time, the Pokey Pokey. That was my favorite. And then
There's one downtown.
and then we have SZA tickets, SZA and Kendrick Lamar tickets. Which one would you choose, Alexia?
Honestly, it'd be a tough choice, but I am trying to buy a house right now, so extra cash goes a long way.
man.
Get that money.
You wouldn't take the ring and sell it?
Don't.
Ooh, that's a
Or-
good choice too.
Or the concert tickets and sell. I'm not trying to make any work for you. I'm not trying to. You do what you do. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah,
one
you give me
You
great
got
ideas.
options.
Are you a good person? A good rock paper SZA? do you have hands?
Oh yeah, there's still to it.
Okay. Because I'm not fast. Like, and
Let's
I'm
do it
also
right now. Do it right now.
Ready? Here we go. Well, isn't it
Go,
rock
rock,
paper?
You do it on
scissors,
shoot, right?
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You're not good.
What?
Bop, 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 boom.
Ready?
Come on,
That's too
bop.
fast for him. He's old.
I'm doing that bop, 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 boom. I do it my own pace.
Well, I'm
Ready?
saying we get, it's got to happen at the same
I
pace,
understand
though.
that, but you're trying to go too fast. Don't mess with me. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Cut him up.
Oh, you caught me.
Oh,
I got
done.
that. One more.
No,
Best,
it's one
best
and
two
Then
out
you
of
get
three.
addicted,
Best
right?
two out of three.
Right, let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Got him.
Oh, he got me two. He got a paper. He was paper over the rock. I'm sorry. This means nothing to you on the radio. One last qualifier. Stephanie from New Haven is in.
Yeah.
Stephanie, congrats. All right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing fantastic. Stephanie, this contest is going to be good. You saw the halftime show, right? Kendrick and SZA.
I saw it. I did.
I hope Kendrick gives SZA a little bit more time at the show.
It's a 13-minute show versus like 2.5 hours.
Great job.
He didn't give her enough time at the Super Bowl. We should have heard more SZA songs. Congratulations. Which one would you choose? Everybody seems like they want the money.
It is a tough decision. The money is always great, but there's a lot of good prizes, so I'm not sure.
All right.
She'll take any of them.
We got to figure that out, okay? All right. So this Friday, we'll see how you are. Hopefully, you're better than I am at this and slower than Kevin, because Kevin will drink.
I got two daughters that make me play with them, so I'll practice.
Do they really? Okay. All right. Well, congratulations to you for getting in here. We're going to do more qualifiers coming up a little bit later this morning here on the Mojo in the Morning Show. Here's what we got coming up in the next hour of the show. So from now until 9 o'clock, just before we get into Am I the A-Hole, which Am I the A-Hole is a good one today. That's at 9. Before that, Kev, less than a man. Then I'm going to do a topic, and my topic is, do you have to give or get somebody's permission before you give out their phone number? And I'll tell you a very personal story regarding a member of this Mojo in the Morning Show that asked me for the phone number of somebody interesting. And then Shannon's going to do the dirty. We're going to give away some more tickets to see Justin Timberlake. And then this is Heart Month. There's a whole bunch of things going on this month. Obviously, we got Valentine's Day. It's Black History Month. Yeah. And then it's also Heart Month. And did you know that more people die of heart disease that are from our listening audience, women especially, die of heart disease than they do die of cancer?
Young women.
And people don't ever talk about it. Everybody thinks that it's cancer being the number one cause of death. Well, coming up a little bit later this hour, you're going to meet, hold on a second. That's Xfinity for the 8,000th time telling me they're coming to my house to do a repair.
You want to get it?
They've called me literally, I'm not kidding you, 7 times to see if I'm canceling my appointment or not.
Okay,
I
this
hate
is
when
a
they do
different
that.
topic of when you confirm appointments by the phone. They call you, then they leave you a message, then they send you an
text
email,
you.
and then they text you.
Enough already. Enough. I'm at a point right now where I may actually just say I quit. I'm done. I don't even want it. All right. So I'm gonna have a heart attack. Thank God my surgeon right outside the windows here. The man who performed. This man had my heart in his hands.
Wow.
He's gonna come in here. Dr. Patel. You see that guy?
I'm excited to
That's
talk to
incredible,
him.
though. For
He
real.
can't hear us. Do we not have a radio out there for them to listen to?
It's probably
not
45
on
seconds
us.
delayed.
Okay, so they'll hear it in a second. Dr. Patel, and then he'll look up and he'll go, oh, they're
Yeah,
talking about
everybody
it.
look away, so it's like
all
we're
right.
ignoring him.
So Dr. Patel's going to come in the studio here and before the end of the hour. All right, it's Mojo in the Morning Show. Kevin, less than a man.
Yeah, man. This is for my cousin Gerard, who you've met before. All of y'all met him because he was at my birthday
Gerard.
celebration almost a year ago. That's crazy. But Gerard is going through a situation where he is, huh?
It was happening every year.
No, I mean, like, it's crazy that it was like we're
I
almost
know.
a year removed. But Gerard is in a situation where he is feeling less than a man. And Gerard is a real handy type of guy. Like, he owns an organization where he teaches young adults how to build homes and do electrical work. So he's Mr. Fix-It, and he has a brain and bronze and all that kind of thing. And he likes doing things for himself. He likes, if he has to fix something, he's going to do it as opposed to reaching out. He likes to shovel his snow. He likes to rake his grass. So we've had a few dustings, over the course of this winter. And the first time that it snowed, Gerard's neighbor, who has a snowblower, came over and snowblowed his driveway and his front, like, little walkway.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And Gerard is like, okay, didn't ask for that, but
That's so nice.
thank you. Right.
Don't
thank
have to
you.
do it now.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but still kind of like, because again, he likes to do his own yard work.
Okay.
But he's still gracious.
Yeah.
Very appreciative of this man coming over and blowing his driveway. Then it happens again. And now Gerard is like, what the hell? I'm the man of this house. Why is this man doing manly stuff to my house? His wife, Christina, is a joker. So he like, what he gonna do next? He gonna come inside and do me? Like, if she making jokes, like, I thought you the man in this house. Why is this, like, you a little bitch in the house now? Like, why is this man handling all your responsibilities? Are you not a man?
The only blowing is the snow on the driveway.
That's it. And now we're about to get this snow on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
So what is he to do?
Okay, so this is interesting. Is that a nice neighborly thing to do, or do you look at this as this guy is overstepping his bounds? Is he doing too much? I had a situation one time back in my old neighborhood. I had a situation where I snowblowed the neighbor's driveway, only to find out culturally he did not like the idea that I was doing it. His wife was shoveling the driveway.
Wait,
and
what?
They were of some Middle Eastern heritage or in religion, and it was not a good thing. And he came over and said, I appreciate it, but I'd rather you not do that. Yeah, it was like because he felt like
I
it
did
made
not
him
know that
look
was a
bad.
thing.
He felt like it was bad. But his wife was out there shoveling, and I had a snowblower. And I always say this: I have a snowblower right now. I feel like I'm obligated to do everybody's driveway because you have a snowblower.
Yeah.
So 844 Mojo Live 844-665-6548. Is Gerard less of a man? I don't think he is.
For me, I don't give a damn. If I walk outside and everything clear, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Men are so weird about this, though. The way that you're like, I'm less of a man because somebody helped me.
But I think also, Megan, I think that there's something about the snow blowing where it's like, okay, whatever. But there are guys, if you touch their grass once, get pissed because it's not the way that they wanted the lines to go in their yard.
But who cares?
I know.
Who cares? By the way, your lines are gone the next day. Like,
Yeah.
y'all are stressing about something that does not matter.
Yeah.
So, like, so you bake, and maybe you don't have this type of, I don't know, ego or whatever. If another woman comes in your kitchen and start cooking, do you feel away?
No.
I'm trying to equate
There's
this
a
in
lot
my
of
head. Like,
women
what
that
would I?
do.
So
Yeah.
I would get mad if another woman like mommed my kids.
Oh.
For sure.
Breastfed them.
Right,
No,
okay,
like
that's
discipline.
really
That
freaking
was
weird.
wild. We went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
She just
But
got milk
like-
ready.
Like
Yeah.
disciplined in public.
Not even disciplined, but like, oh, he seemed like he was still hungry. The lunch you packed wasn't enough, so I can pack. Like something like that is how I guess I would equate, and that would make me feel very much less than.
Yeah.
Even though technically it's helping me.
Yeah.
And helping my child, but I would feel like, well, I'm not good enough.
But that would be like if he mowed his grass and then you went and did it a different way immediately afterwards.
Fair.
Versus like, hey, I saw that Smith didn't have a lunch. I fed him.
I want to know if there are any people that feel like a neighbor or somebody oversteps their bounds. Like, is there the neighbor lady that brings treats to your husband? Like, that would be an interesting one. Like,
that's weird,
hey,
though.
Hunter, what's going on?
Feed my husband.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you? What do you think about Gerard being upset that his neighbor is blowing his driveway?
I mean, in the end of it, I wouldn't be so upset because I mean, shoot, I don't have to pay the guy. He's shoveling my snow for me.
What happens, Hunter? What happens, Hunter, if he starts snow blowing the driveway and the next thing you know, he's in bed with your wife?
Oh well, I would say no to that.
What if he was? What if he was just warming up after snow blowing your driveway, and that's why they were in bed together?
Oh, I missed that part. Yeah, no, I would not. I would not do that then.
I love Hunter, by the way. Hunter is a great one. Hunter is the hypothetical guy. We need to have Hunter call us up more often. What's up, Brandy? Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
So, question: Is he just blowing snow blowing his driveway, or is he doing other people's too?
Only his.
Okay. Well, maybe he just likes to use the snowblower. He doesn't get to use it enough.
That could be. Like he's not doing it
Follow-up
out of spite.
question: the guy with the snowblower, can he come and snowblow? I just broke my ankle, and I need someone to come do my shoveling.
You're so great.
So I would love it if he could bring that over and help me out.
You're so sweet. That is so sweet of you. We got to figure out. See, we'll send Zach over to your way. Initial G. G wants to be voice disguised. What's going on?
Hi, yeah. I'm just worried about my neighbor listening. But I wanted to comment. She actually hired inspect the bug service where they come spray your lawn.
Yeah.
She hired them to come do my property and then gave them my name and address and had them bill me.
Oh, that's weird.
Are there a bunch of bugs and
Are you the-
critters at your house?
No, well, it's we're by the water, so we get a lot of, grass bugs in the summer.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, she just hired them and billed me, and then the stuff didn't even work. It was crap.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
But you don't have to pay that then. It wasn't you that.
Oh, I know. I didn't have to.
Okay, good.
When they sent me the bill, I was laughing, and I called them and told them I never signed anything with you.
Yeah, that's way out of their.
Yeah.
They should not be doing that. Cheyenne, what's going on?
So I was leaving for work, and my neighbor was out on his ATV thing with the plow and all that, and he motioned and asked if I wanted him to do the driveway, and I said yeah. And then when my husband got home later, he had a bill for him and made us pay him $20 for doing it.
That's crazy.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So did you guys pay it, or did he take you to collection?
So it was kind of awkward, but
Yeah.
never again.
That's insane, though, that they would do that to you. What's up, Sean? Hi.
How's it going?
Good, man. I want to get Hunter
I'm
back
good.
on the phone to give him another hypothetical, like the guy that we talked to earlier. But what's going on?
I had the same thing happen that you were talking about. I live next door. Well, I have a corner house, and there's two Middle Eastern families. So the women are always outside shoveling. So I decided to just do the driveway, do the sidewalk for them. And the next day, I got approached by both the husbands. It happened about an hour apart. And they're like, I appreciate it, but don't do that anymore. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, can that be explained?
Well, I don't know exactly if this is the case, but from what I understood, these guys were at work and they were working, so the wives wanted to get it done. And I think that when you're doing that, you're disrespecting their manhood, or it's like you're disrespecting their wife. From what
They bring stuff over to the house, but they do it
when my wife is there, they never approach me or anything.
Yes.
No,
because you're a man.
Yeah. So I get that. But, like, if you're outside and not interacting with them, how is that crossing a line? And not just being helpful.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't know the cultural part of it, but I will tell you this, that I never want to disrespect another man's wife.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just curious. I've never heard about this.
Unless they're letting me come in the house to warm up after I just snowblowed. By the way, Hunter's reaction might have been my favorite. What if?
Text the show anytime at 95500. This is Mojo in the morning.
All right, here's a question for you. This question is one that happened yesterday. If somebody sends you a message or calls you and says, hey, can you give me so-and-so's phone number? Do I have to call so-and-so to ask for their permission before I give you their phone number?
Yes.
Oh, I say yes.
Yes, you
Yeah.
say?
You don't have to call him, but I would send him a text and say, hey, is it okay if I share your contact info with whomever?
I agree.
Kevin says yes. What about you, Megan?
I don't know. I think it depends on, like, the situation. I would be very curious to know what the situation was.
Okay, so let me tell you the situation. I say the situation is this. Kevin yesterday sent me a text message, and I have proof of this text message. I put it in our topics here if you would like to take a look at it.
Yes, you did.
Where he sent me a text saying, hey, send me producer Ellen's phone number. I want to give her a call. You heard me on the air yesterday talk about how we ran into Ellen when we were in Chicago. Yeah. And while we were there, I jokingly said to Ellen, I said, you know what? You never got a chance to work with Kevin. And Ellen loves her guys that are black. She likes black guys.
You're like walking on eggshells.
She always used to say,
guys.
she always used to say her dream guy looked like Drake, you know? So she would tell me that from time to time.
Yes.
So Kevin, I said, you would love Kevin. He's a great guy. He's got a great smile. He's got great energy. So I drunk dialed Kevin. Yes, I was drunk. And Kevin tried to say, I drunk dialed Kevin with Chelsea and Ellen there. And I handed the phone over to Kevin, you know, to say hi to Ellen. Well, they just talked really quick, had a quick conversation. It was nothing more than just hi, whatever, you know, the whole deal. I think Ellen was embarrassed, whatever. Kevin was embarrassed. Well, yesterday he sent me a text, and his text message that he sent me was, hey, send me Ellen's phone number. So I sent Ellen a text message, and my text message to Ellen was, I go, here, I'll read it verbatim for you so that you can actually hear it. I said, can I give Kev your number? She goes, please don't. Is that not an Ellen response?
That is absolutely the response I was expecting. Sometimes I forget how bad you are at matching up people until I know the two people you're trying to match up, and I go, you're a terrible matchmaker.
How are we matching though?
Isn't she?
Yeah.
She's dating somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's saying she's still, you know, she's alive. She's got a pulse.
You don't respect anybody's boundaries.
So then I answered back with a crying, laughing emoji, and I say okay, and she goes, "Thank you." I hearted that. I send it to Kevin,
and I probably sent some crying emojis.
I heard this.
That's not gonna happen my way. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to get with Ellen, but you did call me drunk as hell, which was an amazing conversation that we had.
Yeah.
Put Ellen on the phone. She confirmed that you all were drunk. And then I said, man, what's your number? She was like, get it from Tom.
Oh, she did say that.
That's the only reason I asked you for it.
That was a polite way of saying no, right?
It could have been, but I'm saying it's not like I'm trying to get her number out the blue. But that's my thing. Don't be polite with me. If I can have your number, tell me I can have your number. If I can't have your number, tell me I can't have your number.
Interesting. I did not know she said that. Now this story changes a little bit. Amanda, what's going on? How you doing?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Amanda, did I do it all right? Did I, by calling her and asking her or texting her and asking her if I can give out her number?
Definitely. I don't like when people give out my number, so I always call and make sure it's okay. It's a respect thing.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question. Can I have your number so I can give it to Kevin?
Heck yeah.
I love it.
Call you later.
So you would have no problem giving up your phone number to Kevin, right?
No way. We can go hang out. Actually, Kevin and I met before at the Rochester Bake. Which one was it called? Go Cougars, Kevin.
Hey, go Cougars.
Yeah.
I did not know that Ellen said get the number from me. Now that changes it. I'm gonna have to give her some crap for that. What's up, Gretchen? How you doing?
Hey, good. May not want to say my name, but I got a bizarre phone call about 10 months after a breakup. And my ex, his fiance, gave my number to her ex to contact me. So on what God's green earth would I ever randomly think that I would date or, even go out with my ex's ex?
That's weird.
That was intrusive.
Yeah, that's wild. They were trying to give out the number of all people. That's wild.
Well, it was not. There were no good intentions involved in that.
Yeah,
So
I wonder if they were doing it to make fun of you. Like that makes me sad that they would do something like that.
Now my standards are much higher.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for the call. What's up, listener Megan? Hi.
Hi.
What's going on?
So it's not about a dating thing, but I'm an eye doctor, and my favorite is when I get texts out of the blue and it's like, so-and-so gave me your number, and then they ask medical questions. A lot of times it's not even about the eyes. And I'm like, I really appreciate when people say, hey, so-and-so wants to ask you a question. Can I give them your number? And I'll always say yes. But when it comes out of the blue, I'm like, goodness gracious. Like, I'm not everybody's doctor all over.
That has to be a tough one.
Yeah. That's wild when people will do that to professionals that like a doctor. And I always feel weird if I have a doctor's cell phone. Should I call them in the office or call them on their cell phone? Like Dr. Patel, who's here in just a couple minutes, my heart doctor. Like I have his cell phone number. I would never call him and say, hey, Dr. Patel, can you give me a little advice on this? I would always call Mary, his nurse, or call the hospital. You know what I mean? Like, is that weird?
No,
You would call his phone?
I send videos and pictures to all of the medical people in my life, and I go, do I need to go to the hospital?
Natasha has a comment to make on this. What's up, Natasha?
Hi. I was thinking that if Ellen was seriously seeing someone, she would have told Kev, oh, I'm seeing someone. Like, I won't give out my number. I feel like it's kind of not necessarily rude, but impolite to Kev to say, get it from Tom.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I do agree with you. Like, I think maybe, and she also could have been joking when she said that. So I don't know the context of it.
Could have been.
But you never know. Jacqueline, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. Hi.
Hey, I think it's always good to ask permission, even especially if she was drunk. I think it was right to ask.
Yeah.
And because obviously she changed her mind. And also like pictures too. Like I have friends that sometimes I try to set them up with guys that I don't go out with. And I always ask, like, can I send them your picture and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. So that's it. Like sending pictures is an interesting
Another
one.
good example,
Yeah, because it's weird if somebody goes, yeah, by the way, I ended up getting a picture of you. And you're like, wait a second, what picture did they send? TC, what's up?
Good morning, good day. How are you guys today?
Oh, my gosh, you have a lot of caffeine in you. What's happening?
I haven't had any caffeine. This is me without caffeine, Mojo.
I love it, TC. What's up?
So I have a tax pal. Like a pen pal, but a tax pal.
Yeah.
Just some random number called and was like, Coach, are we going to do Pilates today? And I'm like, no, you got the wrong number. And she was like, oh, you're so nice and kind. And now we're friends. Her name is Mia. She stays in California.
Oh,
We
wow.
get coffee.
Can I have Mia's phone number?
I'm an actor.
Okay. That's kind of cool. You would be a perfect person to have as a friend, as a little pen, because you sound so great.
Yeah.
Look who's back with us. Hunter's back with us.
Hunter.
Hi, Hunter. What's going on?
Mojo, what up, though?
Wait a second. This isn't the same Hunter I just talked to?
This is.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How do you have
It's
that much
doubly
energy?
honored.
You were very mellow last time I talked to you.
Because now I'm about to get my academics up. Just got to Wayne State.
Okay, so wait a
Let's
second.
get my academics up.
So you heard us talking about you just a second ago because your phone call was so damn funny. Hypothetically, let me ask you this question, Hunter. Hunter, if you were friends with Ellen, our former producer, and Kevin asked for the phone number and Ellen said no, would you still give the number and make it seem like Kevin stole it from me?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care who it is. If it's a guy asking for a guy's number, a girl asking for a girl's number, I always make sure to ask if it's okay if I can send their number over. And if it's a no, then, buddy, it's a no. I'm sorry. I'm not like that.
You know what's funny? I bet you if Kevin asked Megan, who Megan's best buddies with Ellen, she would trust her more on the setup than she would trust me because I'm such a bad, wingman here.
She knows I would never set them up.
Oh, why?
You think they would be a good couple?
You don't think that would be a good one?
Absolutely not. In what way is Kev her type?
Why would you say that about Kevin? What's wrong with Kevin?
Oh, I love Kevin, but he has a huge personality, and she likes somebody more reserved.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think everyone has a certain type until they meet the person that's for them. And I think when you meet the right person, whatever type you thought you had may not be the type you think you needed. But I'm not trying to get with Ellen. Ellen is a beautiful person. Maybe I'm not her type yet.
He wants a friendship.
Here's the thing, though. I know whenever you have your 25-year celebration or your Hall of Fame celebration, Ellen and I will be in the same place, and we'll have our own conversation.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's all it is.
All right, I like it.
Shout out to Ellen, though. I might DM her.
Oh, there you go. That's what you know. What? That's actually the way to get it. You just go into the DMs.
Kev's going to be like, I'm going to Chicago after the show. Right? No big deal.
I like to send voice notes now. I'm a voice note guy.
I hear you every morning sending voice notes to people.
Shannon, Ellen's listening.
Today's weather forecast is holy crap.
Oh, holy cow.
It's so cold that my boogers freeze when I breathe.
This is Mojo in the morning.
We're going to give you some Justin Timberlake tickets.
Yeah, JT.
An opportunity to go to the show, which is happening in just like a little over a week. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. 95th caller, 844-665-6548. 844-MOJO Live. 95th caller is going to win a pair of tickets to see Justin Timberlake in concert. Good luck to you. We're going to do the dirty hair right now.
Mojo in the mornings, dirty on the 30.
Will you guys do me a favor? Dirty. Will you guys be on your best behavior when the heart surgeon who saved my life, Dr. Patel, walks in the studio here? And we'll bring him in. Lydia, you can actually bring him in if you want to during the dirty hair while we're doing the dirty, and we'll talk to him right afterwards. But everybody be nice. Make me look like I actually eat healthy. Like don't
look around you. What do you got around you? Is
Hold on.
that big, huge coffee?
I got to throw the Doritos out of here and stuff like that. All right, what do you got in this hour's dirty?
Well, my husband wasn't the only one inspired by Kendrick Lamar's jeans during the Super Bowl halftime show. Talked about this yesterday. Those flared jeans nearly stole the show. And if you were watching, you noticed that custom-made varsity jacket that had Gloria across the front. He was wearing a black T-shirt, backwards baseball hat, black and white sneakers, a diamond necklace with that lowercase a on it for A minor, and, of course, those jeans. Well, it turns out those jeans were designed by Heidi Slimane for Celine, made their debut during a spring-summer 2020 fashion show for Celine back in 2019, so they're not new. I mean, he may have had them in his closet for all we know, but if you want a pair, good luck, because those exact jeans will cost you a cool $1,300.
They're
$1,300. They're by Celine. It's designer.
God.
But they're also sold, like, you can't get them anywhere. You could get, it's so funny. A lot of the different websites that are like covering what he wore are providing you with links to similar and cheaper styles. But those exact ones you cannot get your hands on.
I think everybody liked the way he also was wearing them. Not even just the flare at the bottom, but the way that he was wearing them made a lot of people go, that's how you should wear your jeans, which is interesting because I felt like he was wearing them pretty low and they were kind of dragging the ground a little bit. And I always feel like that's what happens to my jeans because I can never get a belt to keep my pants up. But I looked at that. I thought the whole outfit was the thing. I mean, the shoes were great. The hat obviously was great. That A necklace was great.
The jewelry, man.
Yeah.
Kendrick has not really been one to wear a lot of jewelry. It's very interesting post Drake beef.
Kevin,
he's been a diamond guy.
Kevin sent me a TikTok where a guy showed off every watch of everybody that was wearing watches at the Super Bowl. Yeah. And I could not believe some of the watches that just randomly, some of the celebrities were wearing. Bert Kreischer was wearing a watch that was almost, I don't know, like $200,000 watch.
Those are houses.
Houses. How did
that
he?
they're wearing.
Did he make that much money that he
he's
can afford a
insanely
$200,000
rich.
watch?
He
Really?
came out with a movie last year.
Did you guys hear the story about the reporter who died last week covering the Super Bowl in New Orleans?
Yes.
Did you hear this?
He was killed,
Yes.
right?
Okay, so the story is getting weirder and weirder. So a career criminal who hustles men and often basically drugs them before robbing them is how police describe the Louisiana woman who has now been charged in connection with the death of that reporter who was in New Orleans covering the Super Bowl.
These are the last known images of Adon Manzano showing the Telemundo sports reporter entering a Louisiana hotel at 3:46 a.m. last Wednesday. 12 hours later, he was found dead. The woman seen with him is Danette Colbert, who is now charged with using his credit card after he died. The surveillance images obtained by DailyMail.com. Police said they're working to determine whether Manzano was drugged before his death. They said Colbert has a history of drugging men.
Ms. Colbert has quite a record and rap sheet for confidence games. Ms. Colbert's criminal history does include 2 instances where she drugged a victim.
Since the 48-year-old's arrest, police said they've been contacted by people claiming to be her victims. Police have not said where they believe she met Manzano, but she is believed to be the last person to see him alive. The 27-year-old widowed father of a 2-year-old was in New Orleans to cover the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he just lost his wife in a really tragic car accident last April. And so imagine, the little girl, it's just the saddest story. But this woman, she's got a list of victims in Vegas, all over the place. That's a dateline.
I got to be honest with you. Going to the Super Bowl will be fun. Going to the Super Bowl and then dying by a hooker killing you. And that's the news story that you end your life on?
I know.
Poor guy.
Oh, God, that poor little girl. That's all I can think about.
That guy, forever, people are going to be talking about that.
Yeah. Drake was on stage venting about his exes just hours before 2 of them, Serena Williams and SZA, hit the Super Bowl stage with his sworn enemy, Kendrick Lamar. He was actually performing in Australia on Sunday, but shading some past girlfriends who he say absolutely played him.
Whoever in your life gave you time, gave you energy, gave you money, gave you heart, gave you soul, gave everything that you ever had to somebody, and they played with you and wasted your time, wasted your energy, wasted your money. I want y'all to turn up to this song. This is for all y'all exes that ever thought that they could play you in their life. If you
And then we watched Kendrick. It was Serena and SZA.
So he's
that
performing
timing is impeccable.
at the exact time that the Super Bowl was going on. He's up on stage performing.
2 hours, 3 hours beforehand.
Because I always
Isn't that great?
I wondered if he was going to be watching that thing.
New Drake album Friday with Party Next Door. Supposed to be something for the ladies. Sexy Songs for You is what it's called.
Selena Gomez addressing the controversies surrounding her Amelia Perez co-star Carla Sofia Gascon.
Oh,
Have that?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, really? Tell me more. And then I had to play the clip.
Some of the magic has disappeared, but I choose to continue to be proud of what I've done, and I'm just grateful. I live with no regrets, and I would do this movie over and over again if I could.
What a voice.
Lots of offensive tweets.
Oh my God.
Lots of offensive tweets.
That's what she sounded like for a while now.
Among other things.
love
Yes.
her. This movie is terrible. Please don't keep
And it's
remaking
up for
it.
the Best Picture Academy Award. I
It's
don't know how.
Nominated for more Oscars than any other movie, and it's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. I will also say, though, the things that the lead actress was tweeting about Selena Gomez, like calling her rat and untrustworthy, it's wild.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, the Only Murders in the Building is a good one.
Oh,
I like
I
that
haven't
show.
seen Love that
It's
show.
really good.
So,
Yeah.
All right, for all of today's Dirty, catch up on the podcast on the free iHeartRadio app or emojinthemorning.com.
Celebrity Dirt. Directly from the source. It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
All right, Susan. Are you there, Susan?
Hello, Mojo. How are you?
Fantastic, Susan. I'm so happy for you. Get ready. You're going to see Justin Timberlake. We got tickets.
Oh, that is fabulous. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're going to have fun. You have a favorite song from Justin Timberlake?
So many.
Sexy back.
Sexy Back is so good. I used that yesterday when we grabbed a winner at the same time. That song is awesome. I mean, Mirrors is one of my favorites. I listen to Mirrors. The album version of that is like a 5 or 6 minute song. And then the end of that thing, it gets me. I love it. Well, congratulations to you.
There honestly isn't a bad Justin Timberlake
No,
song.
there's not. He's great. Congrats to you. Hang on 1 second. We'll get you set up.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, hold on 1 second. We'll have more tickets tomorrow morning at this time, so be listening. Tomorrow, make sure that you're listening for that. Our next guest here in the Mojo in the Morning studios is in studio with us this morning and means so much to me because without him, I'd be dead. Isn't that interesting? Like, you know, how sometimes you sit there and you say to yourself, you're like, oh, this person means a lot to me. And all the person is somebody that maybe occasionally buys you a drink or something. This man saved my life.
Literally.
Yes. And I will tell you that his hospital that he's at, which, by the way, all of our listeners in not only the Metro Detroit area, Toledo, but also everybody on the west side of the state, Michigan Medicine is where you want to go for your heart health. If you have any issues at all, Michigan Medicine, and of course, now, that's a good song. The song is called Heart Attack. This is a perfect song for me. Please welcome my good friend, Dr. Patel, into the studio with us this morning. Dr. Patel, who is the doctor that you want to go to. If you got any kind of aortic aneurysm, this is the guy you go to. And I learned that, believe it or not, from a competitive hospital. I learned it when I went and did a consultation at Cleveland Clinic, and the Cleveland Clinic doctors said to me, did you check out U of M? And I'm like, boy, this is kind of weird. It's kind of like going to McDonald's and them telling you to go to Burger King for the Whopper, you know? And I'm like, why are they doing this? And they said, the doctor said to me, he goes, you got one of the best there in your town. So, and I went to Dr. Patel, and the rest is all history. How are you, Dr. Patel? You doing good?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to our studios. You visited us at our last studios. How much nicer is this place than the last place, huh?
Upgrade. It's a very, very unique place.
Isn't it wild? It is kind of. Is that a good unique?
Right. I don't know. It's a great unique.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is, and it's an interesting. Like people when they come here, they're always like, wow, this is kind of a wild. And then they come in and they're like, this is really interesting. Like it's the artistic stuff. But Dr. Patel, I still can't believe it, but. It was 2021, January 13th, that I had my surgery. It was a 9-hour procedure.
Wow.
And my wife still talks about it because it was COVID going on at that time. And she said it was the longest 9 hours of her life. And for me, I don't remember a thing. You know?
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about anesthesia.
You know what I do remember, though? I remember Coldplay playing as you guys were wheeling me, as you wasn't you, as your people, they were wheeling me into the operating room. I remember seeing you in the operating room. It was cold as hell.
Yes.
I mean, it was, what temperature do you guys keep the operating room at?
So when we're actually doing the surgery, it'll be in the low 60s.
Oh my God, how do you handle that? What? Yeah.
Well, we're dressed.
Yeah.
So we've got all kinds of other stuff on. So.
What is the reasoning for how cold it is? Why is that? So you guys don't fall asleep, or what is it?
No, actually, so when we stop the heart, we don't want the ambient air to warm the heart. And so one of the things that, because the cold heart doesn't use as much nutrition.
Okay.
And so when we're not giving it blood constantly. And so what we actually do is we keep the environment cold. And actually, when you're on the heart-lung machine, we cool your body down a little bit.
Wow.
It was wild. And all I remember is my hand, I was positioned in a weird way, too. Like, that was another thing, too, because when I woke up, my shoulders were hurting me.
Like hands over your head?
Where was I?
No.
How was I positioned? Or is it straight down? Was
straight
it?
Down.
Okay.
It's a very uncomfortable bed. So.
Yeah. It's like real. I honestly, if you said to me that's the bed I'm sleeping on, I'd be like, give me a new hotel. It was definitely painful. But here's something to bring up, and people don't even when I mentioned that I had this heart aneurysm, that I had potential of having surgery on it. A lot of people didn't even know you could have an aneurysm in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a hidden killer of a lot of people that are way younger than even me. I've talked to 20-year-olds that now find out that they have an aneurysm. I've talked to many, many women and men who are our listeners that have said that since the awareness of me talking about this, it caused for them to go to their doctors and say, hey, can I do a test so that I can get checked out to see what's going on. And a lot of people went and got calcium score tests and did all kinds of stuff. I'd ask you, preventative-wise, one of the biggest things is your blood pressure, right? Just making sure you don't elevate blood pressure.
Yeah, so blood pressure is always important for multiple reasons, but particularly if you've got an aneurysm, no smoking. And then the one thing that I think is sometimes forgotten is if somebody has a family history of an aortic aneurysm, there's about a 20% chance their first-degree relatives will actually have it.
Oh, my God.
Which, can I tell you,
percentage.
can I tell you, you were the reason why my whole family has gotten checked out. My kids are getting checked out, but my brothers and sisters, and out of the 6 of us siblings, 3 of us.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so half of us have some form of like my 2 sisters. Luckily, theirs is smaller than what mine was to have the surgery. But eventually, one day, they might have to have that same surgery.
Did they get tested after you found
After
out?
me.
Wow.
Yeah, and I forced everybody to go do it because to me, and this is something that U of M is really big on. Michigan medicine is big on. A lot of things happen hereditary, and they have you put me in touch with people in a special department that actually tested me out, which was awesome.
Dr. Patel, if it is not hereditary, excuse me, I don't have anybody in my family who's ever had an aortic aneurysm or, any heart issues. What are I'm a 42-year-old female. What are signs or symptoms that I should absolutely go get checked for anything related to my heart?
So, unfortunately, there are no signs or symptoms unless something bad happens generally.
Okay.
Or if it involves the area where the aortic valve sits and the valve is dysfunctional. And so people can get shortness of breath or chest pains for different reasons. But most of the time, it's actually doesn't cause any symptoms. And patients are often very, very shocked that they have this diagnosis. So, for example, you had this probably for years. It was growing inside of you, and it was probably only incidentally found because you were, people are looking for other things.
Women always are the ones that we don't. We talk to so many women every morning, and I want you to know that this week, Michigan Medicine and Mojo in the Morning, we're going to celebrate the fact that it is Heart Month, but we're going to celebrate the fact that we want women to become more aware of their health. So many times, Shannon, somebody of your age with 2 young kids like you, will look at you're just tired, or you've got a busy life, or the symptoms might be I got these headaches all the time, but I get migraines all the time because my kids are a pain in the ass, stuff like that. And a lot of times they will discount everything until it becomes something that they have to go in for, or God forbid they die from it. And I think that we need to make it more of an awareness factor that you have to look for signs, but also you got to talk to your primary cares and say to your primary cares, hey, I want to be proactive when it comes to this.
Yeah, so particularly if you get older, if you've got a smoking history, if there's a family history, these aneurysms can happen anywhere in the aorta, which spans the whole body. It's the main highway for blood. And so if you're older, for example, and you're a smoker, particularly the abdominal aorta may be at risk. And there's ultrasound screening that is relatively straightforward and easy to do, and that you may qualify for. So absolutely talking to your primary care doctors is really, really crucial.
For those that are listening to us on WSNX, #1 in West Michigan, will you tell them the great news that you guys have been out there for a bit? I think some people don't even realize that Michigan Medicine has the ability to be able to do heart health for you out there. Where's that at?
So 3 years ago, we started the newest open heart program in the state of Michigan at University of Michigan Health West. And it's a unique program because it's a collaboration between Michigan Medicine and Trinity Health for the hospitals on the west side of the state. And our cardiac surgery faculty actually function both at the Trinity Hospital as well as University of Michigan Health West in Grand Rapids. And we're proud to say that the outcomes have been excellent. We have good partnerships out there, and they're obviously tied to the Frankel Cardiovascular Center, which coincidentally is celebrating its 25th anniversary.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Which I'm celebrating my 25th.
Right.
Yeah, so Mojo in the Morning celebrating a 25th anniversary. Dr. Patel, to you, to the Frankel family, to all the people that are working at the Frankel Cardiovascular Center, thank you. thank you for making us more aware. Thank you for making, and I hope that I'm a good mouthpiece for you, for giving me the ability to be a mouthpiece for you guys. Because I shout your guys' names, from the rafters, and I talk about I call Dr. Patel's nurse Mary all the time. Mary, you got to help me. I got a friend, or Chris. I call Chris. Chris, I need an appointment for somebody. So you guys have saved so many people that I love, and me number one.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure taking care of you.
And I hope you guys never have to be ever seen by him. But as I said to Juwan Howard, who's one of your patients back in after his surgery, who you operated also on, I said to him, I go, how does it feel to know that you had the best of the best? And he, literally, thank God he was a coach at U of M at the time that he was a coach. He got to actually be there and be so close.
So I got to say, it's not just me, right? The people at the University of Michigan, the nurses, the people who participate in patient care are the absolute best, and we couldn't do what we do without them.
It's a team.
Yeah,
it is a team.
It really is.
Real quick, because I love what I do. I feel like this is using my voice. I feel like God gave me the ability to do that, and I feel like I'm operating in purpose. But you literally are operating. How does it feel to like save people's lives? Like, is that what you feel like is your calling? What is that like?
Yeah, so it's. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Very few people have the chance to help patients or people feel better. And out of everything that I've ever done, it's, this doesn't feel like a job to me, but it's something that's very different and very special. And I'm very grateful to be able to do it with the people that I do it with.
Yeah,
Buddy, this guy's a special guy. He really is. Listen, when I first met him, I'm like, oh, he's a smart doctor, whatever. I was like very excited about this now. I've gotten to know him personally and see that he's a family man. He cares about every single person that walks through that door.
You can see it in his eyes.
It's awesome. He's amazing. And he likes wine, and he likes to travel.
Always wine good for your heart, Dr. Patel?